on the Board of Advisors with the Iranian American Bar Association. On behalf of IABA, I would like to welcome you to our event tonight. Before we begin, I wanted to thank Jordan and the Levantine Cultural Center for co-hosting this event with IABA. I also wanted to acknowledge our co-sponsors for the evening. Thank you to the Los Angeles Public Library, the Social Sciences Department, for providing us with the venue. A great thanks also goes to the Public Affairs Alliance of Iranian Americans, PAYA Next Generation, the Arab American Lawyers Association, Shab Jomeh, and Boom Gen Studios for supporting us this evening. The idea for this event came when I read the book Whitewashed, America's Invisible Middle Eastern Community, or Minority, I should say. It was sort of an aha moment for me. I felt that all these thoughts, issues, and concepts that had been twirling in my head for years were finally brought together in one cohesive, well-researched analytical framework. Professor Tehranian begins his book with a discussion on the social and legal construction of whiteness and race. He provides a detailed historical picture of how the concept of race was socially constructed and the way that it has been redefined and used throughout history as a tool to exclude minority groups from the social and political system. As you can imagine, once I finished this book, I felt compelled to act and raise the topic for discussion. And when IABA reached out to the Levantine Cultural Center, we discovered that they had presented an initial discussion on the subject a few months before. So we thought this would be a great opportunity to join forces and continue further delving into this worthwhile topic with a focus on Hollywood and the role it plays in perpetuating some of the stereotypes. With that, we have an amazing panel of speakers for you tonight, which I hope will help all of us reach our aha moment. I will leave the introductions of the panelists to our worthy master of ceremony, Maz Jobrani. I thank you again for joining us tonight, and I hope this would be the beginning of a long discussion within our community and to the community at large on this worthwhile topic. So thanks again for being here tonight, and I would like to now introduce Mr. Jordan El-Grabi from the Levantine Cultural Center, our co-host for the evening.
The only reason I came up is because I wanted to tell you about the previous event, to give you a little context. Back in January, on January 14th, we did a program with the Screen Actors Guild and the Muslim Public Affairs Council called Arabs and Muslims in Hollywood. And we looked at film and television. Actually, Maz was on the panel, Omar Metwally, who was in Munich, Shohreh Aghdashloo, who, as you know, she's well known to the Iranian community. How many people tonight, by the way, are not Iranian? Raise your hands. Okay, you're too many to throw out. Well, thank you for coming. Shohreh Aghdashloo, and the fourth panelist was Raya Meddine, a Lebanese actress, and then we also had April Webster, who's a casting director. And so Shohreh talked about what it was like to play stereotypes. She played an Iranian submissive housewife in the House of Sand and Fog, and she really said, I wanted to play a stereotype, and I wanted to do a good job playing a stereotype. And she pointed out to the most recent Clint Eastwood film, it's the name of a car, what is it? Gran Torino. Eastwood fans on the left, Die Hard fans on the right. Anyway, that was a great movie, and he played obviously a vicious racist stereotype. He did an amazing job, and you ended up sympathizing with him. So, you know, that kind of flipped my whole thinking about, well, I hate stereotypes, I hate to see him in film and television, but yeah, you know, Shohreh is right. In the House of Sand and Fog, she plays this submissive Iranian woman, and we all know that Iranian women are not like that. At least I don't know any. But she did a great job, you know, faking it. So, you know, we kind of left it on a very positive note in January, and I was really happy that the Iranian American Bar Association wanted to look at this, not only from a media standpoint, but also from a legal standpoint. And that's why John Tehranian has been invited, and I'm looking forward to his precisions on that. Tonight is actually our anniversary. Me, Reza, and Maz did a program with Penn about Iranian literature back in 2005 together, and this is the first time the three of us have been back together since then. But For those of you who are not familiar with Maz's work, he's a comedian and an actor. He's a theatrical performer. He was in Homebody Kabul at the Mark Taper, Tony Kushner's play. He's been in a number of movies, 13 going on 30, The Interpreter with Sean Penn. He was, of course, in this famous comedy tour called The Axis of Evil with Ahmed, who's also here tonight. And most recently, Maz is touring a new comedy show, doing gigs around the world, and he'll be here in January, as the card shows you. It's called Brown and Friendly, which I think is a great concept. And he is going to kind of guide this. He's going to be our Jon Stewart for tonight, Iranian style. Maz Jobrani, folks.
I hope we have a good time. I'm going to introduce the panelists. We'll watch a few clips as we go along, and then at the end we'll have some questions from the audience. I'll start. I'll bring out the first panelist tonight. He is a lawyer and a law professor at Chapman University. He was the author of Whitewashed, America's Invisible Middle Eastern Minority. Please welcome John Tehranian. I feel as a Persian moderator I should have tea here. And some, I know, some tea, some toot or baklava or something. Does anyone have any gas or pistachios? The next participant tonight is she's the only female on the panel. She's been on several TV shows, including CSI Miami, The Practice, Young and the Restless, as a guest star on those shows. She was also in the movie David and Layla, and she's most recently a playwright for a new play called A Fragile Life. Please welcome Shiva Rose. All right, welcome. Thank you. Okay, moving right along. We are now our only Arab panelist for the evening. So far, there's 3 Persians. Hey, let's stick together, people. So let's bring out an Arab. This next gentleman, he and I, we've worked together. We were on the Axis of Evil comedy tour together. We were co-creators on that. He continues to tour around the world. He's been in several movies like Iron Man, and he was on the Vince Vaughn Wild West comedy tour. And most recently, he's produced a documentary about laughter in the Arab world. It's called Just Like Us. Please welcome Ahmed. Please? No, please. Tarof. That's why these things will never get started. We just do like this for half an hour. Please. You go first. And last but not least, we are going to end it with another Iranian as our panelist. This gentleman has been on Jon Stewart. He's been on the Bill Maher Show. He is the author of How to Win a Cosmic War. Most recently, he is the co-founder of Boom Gen Studios, which is a first mini motion picture studio and media company dedicated to creative content from and about the Middle East. Please welcome Reza Aslan.
I was told to bring my own water.
Yes, we have plenty of water. Anyone got a tea bag? We can get a hot boiler. Guys, I've talked to the panelists, and what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and make this conversational. I have some questions. We'll go back and forth. We'll show some clips as we go along. I'd like to start actually with a quick clip that I believe John brought with him. So let's take a look at this clip, and then we're going to get into some questions and answers, and solve the world problems. All right.